Need LASIK? Trust the experienced team at the LASIK Center at Evergreen Eye Center. No glasses, no contacts, no limits. What will you do? LASIK at evergreen.com.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
Today, a girl named Tori is on the phone to do a second date update, and I'm guessing the dude that she wants to call must be hot. Because in her email, it says that he pursued her for a long time and just kept asking her out. So that's persistence, I think, if somebody's hot. If they're not hot, that's a restraining order. So she didn't get a restraining order. I guess she finally said yes, but now he's not calling her back. Tori, what's up? How are you?
Hey, yeah, he's pretty cute.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
If he wasn't cute, he'd be arrested by now, probably.
Yeah.
How is this guy pursuing you? Like he found you online, or he's someone you know within your social circles?
No, I work at Starbucks, so he would come in like every day. You know, I would see him all the time. He would order the same drink. It was a grande triple non-fat mocha, no whip. And then after, he would ask me out. And it would be like cute. But I always, like, there was always something, like I was dating someone or, you know, I just was like, I don't know, didn't trust him. Like, not like didn't trust him, but just don't trust, like, any guy to, like, ask me out. Yeah.
So how long did it take
that's
before he
healthy.
finally broke down your defenses and you said yes?
Yeah, it was a year. It's been like 12 months.
Wow.
I mean, that sounds like actually a start of a cute story, but you're on the phone with us. So
Something went wrong.
Yeah.
why did you finally say yes?
Well, I was single for a while, and I found myself thinking about him a little more when I wasn't working. Like, he would kind of cross my mind. Like, I would be like, oh, Eric has that shirt, or something like that. Because I just, even though I don't really know him, I know him, like, we saw each other all the time, I don't know, I just started thinking about him. So, and I was single now, so I just thought, why not?
Okay.
Yeah.
So when you said yes to him, what'd you guys do?
We met out for dinner. We went to a Thai restaurant.
Uh-huh.
I enjoyed myself. Like, we had pretty easy conversation because there was already this, like, comfortableness of each other. And, like, he's pretty active. He, like, golfs, and I like to hike and do yoga. So I just thought, like, we have this, like, active lifestyle thing on top of just, like, liking
Was
each
there-
other. I thought,
Okay.
Were there any moments on the date that you would call like highlights?
I don't know. It's weird to find someone that likes scary movies as much as, like, I do. So that was kind of nice.
Was there any talk of like, we should watch one together, you know, referencing
yeah.
future plans together?
Yeah, we I feel like we created a movie list because he hasn't seen it yet. And like, oh, we gotta go. We gotta I watch all of them. Like, I don't know. I kind of was like I was gonna be your first for it.
You're first for it.
Okay. Any
Yeah.
low lights from your date?
There was one part that now that I'm dissecting it, so I'll just tell you. We were at a Thai restaurant, and, like, I ordered something with 1 star of spicy, and he was like, whoa, what are you doing? Why are you only getting 1 star of spicy? We're at a Thai restaurant, and I was like, oh, well, I like Thai food, but I don't like spicy stuff, so that's why there's the option for that. And I
Right. That's fine.
So he was judging you based on the level of spiciness that you ordered your Thai food?
Yes, and he got 4 stars,
He got
which
4?
is really spicy. He kept going on about my 1 star of spicy, and he's like, oh, wow, you're not adventurous as I thought you were.
Wow. All right, judgy.
Yeah, it didn't feel like a dig, but now, because I have no idea what else that could be, but that seems just unplausible for someone to judge someone so harshly.
Right. And
Yeah.
for someone to ask you out for an entire year, finally get the date, and then find out you only eat 1 star spicy food, and then that's the thing that makes it a no-go for him.
That's why I didn't even, I just kind of laughed it off, because clearly your spicy food level is not like a spice of life level necessarily.
How'd the date end?
We had a nice hug goodbye. He kissed me on my cheek, and it was just kind of like, are we going to kiss? And that's what I felt. I was like, because I got all the butterflies, and then I get really shy. I didn't want to have Thai food breath and kiss him, but I felt like there was that possibility that could happen. Yeah. Anyways, and then it was just like, okay, I'll talk to you later, and that was that, and I haven't heard from him since.
Yeah.
And have you seen him in the store? Because he's a regular customer of yours, right?
No, he hasn't come back at all. I feel like maybe something happened to him because he was in there almost every day, and I haven't seen him since.
Huh.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah, for someone to change their coffee habits is extreme.
Totally.
Yeah. So, help.
Yeah, we'll play a song and then come back and call him and get your second date update, okay?
Well, can I ask a question before you guys do that first?
Sure.
So my question is, just because some of my guy friends have said this, and it's, I guess, more for Jubal, they say that I can be like a little annoying, like maybe I'm annoying on dates. Do you think I'm annoying?
I think you got a lot of words come out of your mouth.
Easy to talk.
You talk a lot. Maybe that could be annoying to some people. I mean, I don't like to talk at all, so it could be annoying to me if I were on a date with you.
Oh my God.
Or it's better because then you don't have to do any talking.
But
She's
then
got
it's
enough
just so
energy
much.
for both of you.
We could just
I
both
don't
be
know.
quiet. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see.
So you're saying I really am annoying?
I'm saying there's a potential there.
Oh my gosh.
But I'm not. I don't know yet. I'd have to get to know you a little better, okay, Tori?
Poor Tori.
Oh, okay. Wow, I just learned a lot. Okay.
All right.
I don't feel annoying. I feel like myself, and myself might be really annoying. Oh my God.
Well,
You
we'll find
just
out.
be
We'll
You're fine.
try to get him on the phone. We'll play a song and then come back and get your second date update, okay?
Okay. Oh boy.
All right, hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
If you're just joining us for today's second date update, Tori is on the phone, and she went out with a dude named Eric. He asked her out almost every single day for a year. I guess she works at Starbucks, and he would come in there, ask her out. She would say no until finally one day she said yes.
Aw.
And they decided to go out and get some Thai food. She said that they had a fun time. Can't really think of any reason that he wouldn't be calling back. But not only is he not calling her back, he hasn't even come in to get his normal coffee order. So something clearly went wrong. Tori, I never asked you, what was his reaction like when you finally said yes to him after he'd been trying for that long?
Oh, good question.
He was just in shock. He's like, wait, what? Really? Say it again. Will you go out with me? And I was like, yes. Yeah.
Yeah, I would imagine he thought you were joking. Like, I wouldn't have believed you. If I've been trying for that long and you finally said yes, I'd be like, wait, what changed?
Yeah. You don't got to be mean about
Oh
it.
my God, you guys, I think that's such a cute visual, too. Like, why is this guy screwing everything up by not calling you back?
I don't know. Please let me know, because I want to see where this could go.
All right, well, I'm going to dial his phone number right now. Any last words before I do?
No, thank you. Godspeed. I'm sending some prayers up that it's all good.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Here we go. I'm dialing
Yeah.
his phone number right now.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Eric, please?
Yeah, this is Eric.
Eric, how are you, man? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
From what?
Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. It's a radio show.
Oh, okay. Well, okay, what's up? What, did I win something, or?
No, well, maybe. I don't know. We'll find out, I guess, in a second.
Okay.
Any idea why we'd be calling you?
I have no clue.
Okay. Well, we do a segment on our show called the Second Date Update. That's where if you go out on a date with somebody and then end up not calling them back after, they can email us to get you on the phone and find out what went wrong. So we got an email about you from one of our listeners.
Wait, who emailed you?
Somebody.
That's a dumb answer.
Okay. You mean, are you going to tell me, or?
Yeah,
When?
eventually.
Hello?
Oh, hey. What's up, Eric? No, the person who emailed us, her name is Tori. You know her probably pretty well because I guess you've asked her out like almost every day for an entire year.
Oh, okay. She told you that?
Yep, she did. She told us that, and she told us about your date. She also told us that you're not returning any of her phone calls, and you haven't even come into the coffee shop since you guys went out.
Yeah, I just switch where I get my coffee. You know, you go out on a date with somebody, and then it's kind of up in the air whether it went well or not, and it just is awkward to see them the next day if you're kind of on the fence about them. So
What? You asked this girl
Yeah.
out every day for an entire year, and in one dinner, suddenly you don't even want to see her again?
I didn't say I didn't want to see her again. I'm not sure about it.
Well,
Okay, so you're not sure if you're feeling her anymore after you guys went out.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I'm just not sure. I mean,
Why? Is there anything specific?
yeah, I don't know. It's different when you kind of meet somebody in one environment and then you hang out with them in a different environment. They just don't seem to be the same person. Or I mean, I don't know. In this case, at least.
But I mean, like, don't you feel like you knew her pretty well, even though you guys had only hung out at the coffee shop? Like, seeing her every day for a whole year seems like you'd have a pretty good grasp on what type of person she was.
No, absolutely. I mean, I thought I did as well, but it's just a different dynamic there because, it's like I'm not sitting down and having a conversation really with her. I'm coming, ordering my coffee, small chit-chat, how's things, way to go out with me? No. And then I'm on my way. I mean, that's kind of how it went for a year.
So
you know what I mean?
What was the change when you were hung out with her for a long period of time that you didn't like?
Oh, man. I don't want to be mean, but she talked a lot. Listen, it was like just sitting there. It was more like a monologue than a dialogue with her. I mean, I was very tempted at one point just to be like, "Come up for air, please."
So you just felt like she talks way too much to hang out with?
I mean, yeah, it just you couldn't get a word in edgewise. And I mean, I'm interested in everything that you were saying, but you'd think that there'd be just a little bit more give and take. And I just don't know that if I can hang out with somebody that uses that many words.
Oh my God.
Just in general.
Yeah, come on. You got to give her a break, though. I mean, she's probably amped up. She's nervous. A lot of people, including myself, when you get nervous, you talk even more than you normally do. Like, she probably had a different type of energy on a first date than she would in normal life.
Yeah, I've kind of taken that into consideration. That's why I'm kind of on the fence about it. I'm not writing her off. I'm just literally thinking, can I handle this amount of just talking?
We did talk to her about your date, and I will say I'm kind of on the same page with you. Yeah, a lot of words, words coming out of her mouth. Lots.
Yeah, okay.
At a fast pace, too.
Yeah.
She speaks very quickly.
Be kind. She sounds fun. She sounds nice. She sounds energetic. She sounds positive.
Tiring. Sounds tiring to me.
She had a lot of positive things to say about you, Eric, and from her description, it sounded like she really listened when you did talk.
She did, and she is. I mean, again, this is why I'm on the fence. She, just like you said, she was all those things: sweet and kind and nice and attentive. I mean, but it's exhausting.
Well, if you think you're exhausted just thinking about it, she's actually on the other line and wants to talk to you or talk at you. I'm not sure.
Holy, really?
Yeah.
No.
Tori, are you still there?
What?
Hi.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh.
I'm right
Hello?
here, Eric. Hi, Eric. Hi.
Hey.
I heard all that. Oh my gosh.
Look, I'm sorry.
No.
I'm not trying to be mean.
No, I thought you were probably less mean than maybe other people on this phone conversation. But I didn't realize that I talk so much. So I'm sorry. It is a first date thing, and I'm used to just talking to people at the store a lot, and I got in my head about it, and I can totally not talk right now. I just want to let you know where I'm coming from. We're talking, and then when I wasn't talking, there was silence, so I just felt like I needed to talk more. But even though I did feel like we had a great conversation, so I'm sorry that I dominated it. I want to hear what you say.
Okay.
Because I can show you. I don't have to talk.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want you to not talk, or I want you to be yourself. It's just,
No, right. I totally get that. I think when I like someone, I just love gosh, I feel so stupid. I just really like sharing, and finding more things we have in common. So I think it's just because I was excited and we had seen each other so much, and now it was finally happening. So it was kind of a lot riding on it. I don't want to talk too much right now, so let me know if I'm talking too much. But I do just want to explain myself. That's why I am talking. It's hard because I want you to understand where I'm coming from, but I also I can't tell if I'm talking too much right now because you're not saying anything.
Yeah, is Eric still on the phone? Are you even still there anymore, Eric?
yeah, I'm here. Yeah.
What are you thinking right now?
I'm thinking she talks a lot.
Oh my God. Come on, you got to cut her some slack, Eric. I mean, she just heard some pretty harsh things about herself, and she didn't come in angry. She came in understanding.
Nervous, excited.
That's true. I mean, that's why I asked her out. I mean, she's nice, she's pretty,
Aww.
But I didn't expect the word load to be, like that heavy.
Oh my gosh. I never knew it was going to be this personal, because, okay, so I think that I just need to not talk right now and let Jubal handle it from here. Jubal, can you just take it over so I do not?
No, I think
maybe I should stick my foot in my mouth.
No, I think you're doing a great job. I think you should continue.
Oh my God, she is so freaking adorable. Eric, come on, man.
So this is about a second date? She wants to have a second date with me?
Yes, Eric, would you go out with Tori, unless you want to do this, Tori? Well, we don't have time for you to do it. Would you like to go out on a second date with Tori? We will pay for it.
Sure.
Yay!
Yay!
I'm actually really excited too, Tori.
Thank you, Brooke. I appreciate you on this phone call. And
my
I'm
God.
also very excited to see Eric
Now,
again.
don't be so weirdly self-conscious on your next date, though.
Oh, my God, I know. We'll have to do an activity so that there'll be other things to do besides talk.
Yes.
That's a good idea. I'm really excited about, going on a second date with you. I mean, you are super nice, super kind, really sweet. And I think if you were in a different situation than that where you weren't so nervous, maybe it could be a little bit more of a back and forth. So I'm definitely willing to give that a try.
Are we still talking?
Yes.
Or is this thing over? Congratulations, you guys got a second date.
Okay,
right.
awesome.
Thank you.
So cool. Okay.
Still going.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
The text in at 78592 says that dude should give her a word count
Come on.
before she has to let him talk. Talking about today's second date update. If you missed it, this dude, Eric, wanted to call Tori. Well, Tori, I'm sorry, wanted to call Eric. They went out after he came into her coffee shop and asked her out almost every day for an entire year. She finally said yes, and they went out. And then he wasn't calling her back. So we got her on the phone, and he said that she just talks way too much.
And we can kind of sense that.
Yeah, she talked a lot.
She was high energy, is what I'm going to call her, because I am never going to hate on anyone who talks too much.
But she just speaks her thoughts. She's like, am I talking too much? I think I am. I should probably stop.
She's going to be so in her head on the next date.
She said she was nervous, and we finally were able to convince Eric to give her another shot. And we'll see how the second date goes. So they are going out again, and maybe they'll go to the movies or something like that. Somebody else texted in and said they should go scuba diving. No way she can talk then.
Moving 92.5 Slay.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
I just have one question for the guy who's on the phone for a second date update today. Nicholas, how are you?
I'm well. How are you guys?
My question to you is, why aren't you dating somebody your own age? Why are you dating senior citizens?
Oh, no. Come on.
What are you talking about?
Well, from your email, it says that you took your date out on a tour of a chocolate factory. I figured that's somewhere where you take, someone in their early 80s or a 4-year-old. So I figured, I was assuming you're not dating, young children, I hope. And so I was guessing that you're dating somebody who's, getting on in years. Is that true?
No, it's not.
So your date was your age?
Yeah.
And I'll have you know, we did a chocolate tour at Theo when I was dating my husband, and look how it turned out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look how it turned out.
married
The
now.
only people I know that still actually read a newspaper. In other words, you're not dating 90-year-olds, are you, Nicholas?
No,
No.
okay.
I'm
not.
All right. Well, tell us a little bit about the girl that you want us to call today. We already know that you took her on a tour of a chocolate factory. Was that fun?
We had a great time.
Okay.
But we met when we were volunteering at a charity event.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and I don't do it all the time, but with the holidays coming up, I thought it was a nice thing to do.
Yeah, why
Nicholas
not?
was volunteering at our senior citizen.
Yeah. Charity event. More
we get it.
cleaning up bedpans, So you guys met at a charity event. Did you ask her out the same day that you met her, or?
Yeah, I did. She's really energetic, and she made the event a lot more fun. So I thought, well, I'd like to spend more time with her, so I just asked her, and she said, yeah.
Okay.
So you asked her out, and you guys went to the chocolate factory. What was your main selling point there?
Well, before we went, I read that chocolate was an aphrodisiac. So, not that I was going to get fresh or anything. But
You didn't actually tell her that, did you?
Yeah, please.
no, what do you think?
All right.
Yeah, what do you
Hey, I got a great date. We're going to go to this chocolate factory because I heard chocolate makes people horny.
Yeah, wink,
You
wink.
want to go there?
Yeah, that's a great pickup line.
Okay. So you kept the aphrodisiac part to yourself, but she seemed to enjoy herself at the chocolate factory?
Yeah, we saw the process, and at the end they let you sample all the chocolates that are there, and it seemed like she was having a great time, and I could see us hanging out more.
Okay.
And then when we walked out to her car, when we were leaving, I made a pretty bold move, and that might be why she's not calling me back.
What'd
you do? Did the tour excite you like you thought it would, and then you actually showed her how excited you were?
No. When we were walking out, I grabbed her hand, I spun her around and kissed her, and she seemed shocked by that. But I said, I have a rule that I always kiss on the first date, but only if the girl's worth it, and you're worth it.
Nice line.
That's a
Nick?
lame line.
You don't like that line?
No,
I
that's
kind of like that
stupid.
line.
And it makes you sound like you kiss every girl on the first date.
But only if she's worth it. I don't. I really don't.
To me, it sounds the opposite, that you don't kiss every girl on the first date. I guess you know what, your line would have worked on me.
You're not really my target audience. Man.
Hey, well, maybe you're dating the wrong kind of people. So you spun her around, you kissed her, and you gave her that line. And did she react in a positive way, or did she seem annoyed by that?
Well, I asked her if we could hang out again, and she said yeah.
Okay.
She seemed really excited by it. So.
What kind of kiss was this? Was this like a peck type of kiss, or was this full on, like, lasting a couple seconds?
It was a big romantic kiss. It was like a movie kiss. I wanted her to remember it so I could get a second date out of it.
Okay, and she agreed to hang out again. How long has it been since you heard from her then?
Well, I've texted her and I've emailed her, but it's been 3 days.
You said you may think that you maybe went too far with the kiss. Did she act like flustered, giggly? What was her attitude afterwards?
But she was giggly. She was blushing a little bit, but it didn't seem, that didn't seem not normal.
Yeah, I think she didn't like it. She wouldn't have told you that you guys would be going out again. She probably would have called the cops on you right then and there for harassing her. So she obviously wasn't that thrown off by your kiss. What do you think it is then? Why do you think she doesn't want to call you back?
Maybe she didn't like the chocolates. I don't know.
She
She's
doesn't
mad about
have
the chocolates.
any known chocolate allergy that you're aware of, right?
I mean, that's the only thing I can think of.
She's been in the hospital for a week straight because of her chocolate allergy. All right, well, we'll play a song, come back, call her, get her on the phone, and get your second date update, okay?
Awesome, thank you.
All right, and by the way, I'm still head over heels about that line that you used.
Gosh. Use it all you want.
No, I want you to use it on me, Nick, if this second date doesn't work out for you. All right, hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
All right, Nick, here we go. You ready to call Rachel and see why she isn't getting back to you?
Yeah, I am.
You know what, I was thinking about it. And your whole dating experience proves to me that you just cannot please any woman out there, okay? Either you don't kiss them on a first date and they think that you're a puss, right? Or you do kiss them on a first date and they think that you're too forward. That's why, Nick, I don't even think we should do the second date. I think you need to start dating dudes. And me and you need to go out. Hey, that line that he had on her, really.
It worked, dude.
It worked with me, man. What do you think? Let's just blow this whole second date thing off and you and I go out.
Yeah, I'm not feeling it, man.
All right, well.
Strange.
Now I'm let down. All right, if you're just tuning in for the second date update, Nick wants us to call a girl named Rachel. They went to a chocolate factory, had a tour, enjoyed themselves. At the end of the date, though, what he thinks might have gone wrong is he grabbed her while they were walking in the car, just turned her around and kissed her, and used his little patented line on her. What's that line again, Nick?
I have a rule that I always kiss on the first date, but only if she's worth it.
But only if she's worth it. And then you do the shooter hands at her. You're worth it.
Wink.
Yeah, I just want to put. I don't do that. I just want to put that one out there.
Oh, okay. No shooter hands. You just say it. Okay, he's texted her a couple times, hasn't heard anything back. All right, man. I'm going to dial the phone number right now, see if we can get her on the phone, and find out if that's what you did wrong, okay?
Thank you.
Okay, here we go.
Hello.
Hi, can I speak to Rachel, please?
Yeah, this is she.
Hey, Rachel, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning. How you doing?
Fine. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for asking. I'm calling because you recently went out on a date with a listener of ours, and he liked you a lot, but you haven't been returning any of his text messages or phone calls. So he emailed and asked if we could call you and find out if something went wrong on your date.
Okay.
His name is Nicholas.
Yeah, I know Nicholas.
You know Nicholas, okay. Well, we talked to Nick about your date. He told us that you went to the chocolate factory and all that good stuff. And he also says that he's been trying to get a hold of you, but you're not responding to anything. Is there a reason why, or are you just busy?
Listen, I'm at work, and I want to be really nice about this, so let me just say this. Nicholas seems like a really, really nice guy, and actually the chocolate factory was a really lovely thing to do. But all throughout the time that we were there, he just kept saying stuff like, oh, my ex-wife would never do this, and she would never enjoy it the way you've enjoyed it today, and that kind of thing. And
He talked about his ex-wife the whole time?
Yeah, pretty much. Like every other thing that we did, he was like, "Oh, she would never have tried this. You're so much cooler
That is
than
so
her."
annoying.
Gosh, that is
Rachel,
such a bad move.
I know you're at work. Thank you very much for,
Yeah, no,
talking to
and
us.
listen, he's not a bad guy. It was just kind of weird and creepy that he kept bringing her up.
I had an ex-girlfriend like that, and one time we were at the drive-thru at Taco Bell, and she's like, this Taco Bell reminds me of Greg. And I was like, what? So I understand exactly how annoying that could be, especially on a first date, Rachel. Okay, so when I talk to him again, you want me to let him know that, hey, maybe don't talk about your ex-wife so much on a first date?
Yeah, and then here's the other thing. And again, super nice guy, but I got home, like he dropped me off. It was very sweet. And within like minutes, there was an email that he sent me saying, oh my God, I had such a wonderful time, which is fine. But then he started to list like all these different things that he had already looked up that he wanted us to try and do together.
So he was already planning the second date.
He planned out the next 6 months and just went totally overboard with what he sent me in the email.
So he talked about his ex-wife the whole time, and then he was a little too fast on just like, hey, man, we can do this and this and this and this. All things that my ex-wife didn't want to do. We can do all that. That's what he was like?
Basically, yeah. And again, I don't want him to feel like I'm trying to slight him or snub him. I just think that he needs to pull it back a little bit, not seem quite so eager. It turned me off.
Rachel,
nice guy, just don't want to go out with him again.
Thank you, Rachel. Appreciate you being honest with us.
Yeah.
And thank you for being honest with him, too, because he's actually on the other line and heard everything that you just said.
Are you serious?
Yeah, he is serious.
Yes, I am.
Oh.
Hi, Rachel.
Hi.
I really talking about my ex-wife that much?
Yeah, you really were.
I'm sorry. I didn't realize I was. But honestly, everything... She wouldn't have done any of that, and I thought it was so great.
No, Nicholas, stop. You're talking... Okay, I understand what you're saying, but kind of by doing that, you're talking about her again. Maybe just explain to Rachel that you cannot talk about her in the future if Rachel wanted to give you another shot.
Exactly. Yeah, no, I...
Just take what he said.
Look, you're really, really sweet. I just think maybe you need to talk to someone about whatever feelings you haven't resolved over your ex-wife. It can't be with me, though.
Nicholas, is the divorce recent? Is that why you're still so stuck on it?
It was like 14 months ago. I'm not stuck on it.
Okay. You moved
brought
on
it up
completely.
on the first date.
And you just brought it up a second ago.
Yeah.
I feel like, Nicholas, maybe you're not ready to be dating?
It's okay.
I kind of agree with them, Nicholas. I think that maybe you need to take some more time to get over this, because anyone who talks about their ex-wife throughout an entire date and then sends an email to someone saying there's 3,000 things I want to do with you in the next 2 weeks, that's just kind of a bit much. Really. And I'm sorry, you guys, I'm trying so hard not to be mean because he's a nice guy. I don't want to go out with him again.
Yeah.
Wait, can you just stop saying you don't want to go out with me again? Because I've heard it 4 times now. And
See, Nicholas, it's not really fun to hear about something over and over and over again.
Yeah, but I don't think I was going over and over and over again. I don't recall that, and I didn't email you 3,000 things. I emailed you 3 things with 10 possible other things to do if those 3 things didn't work out.
Oh, Nicholas.
You're very organized, Nicholas. I'll give you that.
I think that part's kind of sweet. Can't you say he was just excited about seeing you again?
No. I just think it was a little bit too much, and I don't want to go out with you again. Stop. Sorry.
Stop saying that.
Poor Nicholas.
I know, Rachel, you've already answered my question, but I have to ask it anyway. Would you go out with Nicholas again? We will pay for a second.
Don't ask her that. You already said it.
Poor Nicholas.
Could try in a different language
Yeah,
or
but
something.
I just wanted to make sure, Nick.
Yeah, I think we've already covered the bases. I think we're all pretty sure that she doesn't want to go out.
I haven't heard it from her yet, or have I not been paying attention?
Come on, Jubal.
So no date then, Rachel, right?
Nope.
Yeah.
Hey.
At least it wasn't the kiss that did you in. I mean,
And at least Jubal wants to go on a date
Uh-huh.
with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jubal, you free tomorrow?
Send him 30 date possibilities and he'll think about it.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
Today's second dater met the girl that he wants to call back in an acting class.
Oh, that's fun.
His email said that he held her hand in the scene and knew right there that it was love at first sight, and he wanted to make her his wife.
Oh, okay. Yeah, not over dramatic at all.
I think I'm embellishing a little bit. Eric didn't really say that, but he did say he liked her a lot. What's up, Eric? How are you?
How you guys doing?
Good.
Making me sound a little corny there.
Well, I figured it was acting. I'd get into it. You know what I mean?
There you go, yeah.
Dramatic. So you met the girl you want us to call today in an acting class.
Yes, she's just this awesome girl.
Okay. What's her name?
Her name's Erin.
Aaron. Eric and Aaron. It sounds beautiful, Eric.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I need to get out of the dramatic, actor thing.
You are.
Yeah, I know. I apologize, Eric. So tell us a little bit about Erin. What did you like about her so much?
She just had a great way about her, like her personality and real infectious laugh. You know what I mean? She just telling stories, and we just had a really great conversation.
You met her in your acting class. Did you ask her out, just after one of the classes, or did you get a feeling like she was kind of into you and then asked her out, or how did that whole thing work?
I don't know. It was just a moment, we held hands during the scene, and it wasn't like it was this, heavy thing, but it felt good, it felt right.
Mm-hmm. So after that, you asked her out, and she obviously agreed. What'd you guys do for your date?
We went to a bar, nice quiet place, just had some conversation, had a few drinks. It was really good, and I just felt like there was a connection.
Now, when you were on your date, were you running through lines that you had done in class and let's hold hands again?
You'd think maybe that would have been something, you're like, oh, he's trying too hard.
Okay, but you weren't doing anything like that?
No.
All right.
So it doesn't sound like there was anything crazy or awkward that happened on your date. Just low key.
Yeah, it was just low key. We were having some laughs, and I kept going back thinking, what was it? Because she hasn't really responded.
Mm-hmm. Is there anything that you can think of where the date might have gone south?
Well, I'm thinking maybe I overshared about my family.
Oh.
You overshared about your family? How so?
Well, the conversation was going so well, and we're just going on and on about things, and then I just realized, 10 minutes into it, I'm talking about, I haven't seen my sister in 4 years, and my dad's a deadbeat, and I'm just like, what are you saying?
Yeah.
I was like, maybe it's not a big deal. But
No, I can see how that could be a turnoff to people. I think that I've been a turnoff on dates when people ask me about my family. Like, oh, you have a niece? How old is she? I'm like, I have no idea. And you can kind of see it in their face like, all right, you're definitely not a person who gets attached to people, you know?
Yeah. I mean, she talked about her family too, but I mean, I'm thinking maybe I went a little too,
Okay.
Too much.
A little too far.
Yeah.
All right. And you've seen her in your acting class or no after this date?
I've seen her in class again. I mean, she treats me normal in class.
And you've never brought it up to her? You've been like, hey, I'd love to go out with you again.
That's the thing. We haven't had an opportunity. It's almost like when class ends, she just darts to the door, and she acts like it didn't happen. Like we didn't even have the date.
So it's obvious that she's avoiding you.
Yeah.
Which is a little difficult if you've got scenes together.
Right. It's like, it's all business, It's like we're doing it for the class, and then when there's a break, she's not around to talk to at all.
So anytime you could have a personal one-on-one where you could be like, hey, I thought we had fun on the date, she's not around. She gets out of there.
Exactly.
Have you tried calling her and texting her and asking her about it that way?
The texts are just the, hey, see you in class.
Right. Well, we'll play a song, come back.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
Eric, if this second date update doesn't work out for you, I don't want you to be worried.
Okay.
Because you're in a theater class right now, and trust me, theater girls are horny. All right?
Plus, there's not that many straight male options for them. So
you're good.
True.
You got plenty of options if this one doesn't work out, okay?
Well, I'm anxious to find out what the deal is.
Yeah, but if it doesn't work out, who cares, right? Just move on to the next one. You're in a theater class. It's going to work out, okay?
Okay. I'll just move on. It's all right.
move on to the understudy.
Yeah.
Here you go.
If you're just tuning in, Eric met Aaron in his theater class. They did a couple scenes together. He felt the moment was right, asked her out for a drink. They went out and had drinks. Nothing really crazy happened, but she's not calling him back. They do see each other in class, and they perform scenes together and stuff, but other than that, she doesn't really talk to him.
No.
So we're about to call her and find out if he screwed up on the date. Now, the one thing that Eric did mention is he thinks he got a little too dark when talking about his family problems with her. Might have shared too much, and it disturbed her. That's the only thing you can think of, Eric.
That's really it.
All right, well, I'm going to dial the phone number right now. You ready?
Okay.
Yeah, here we go. Should I bust out some Hamlet right away to relax her?
Hello?
Hi, may I speak to Aaron?
This is Erin.
Hey, Aaron, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
Hi.
Hi. How are you?
What's going on?
Not much. Any idea why I might be calling you?
No, not really.
A guy recently emailed us about you, Aaron. Okay, his name is Eric.
Oh.
So you know Eric. He's in your acting class and everything.
Yeah, you know Eric?
We do now because he emailed us and asked us to call you.
Oh, okay.
Do you want to tell us why you don't want to go on a second date with Eric?
He has issues.
Oh.
What?
Like, you mean family issues?
He told you all that?
Yeah, he told us all about your date. He says you guys went out for drinks and had a good time, but he does feel like on your date he may have overshared a little too much information about his family. And that's what I'm assuming you're talking about with issues.
No, that wasn't the problem, actually. I mean, it wasn't a turn-on, but it wasn't the issue.
It wasn't a turn-on. Tell me more about your bad father. That's awesome.
Get out of here.
What do you mean he had issues then, Aaron?
Basically, the biggest turn-off to me is what he did on the date, what he said over and over.
What did he say over and over?
He basically asked me if he was attractive.
Oh, no.
Like 7 or 8 times.
Really?
Well, he started off being like, oh, no, just really tell me, am I attractive? And I said, yes, and just tried to laugh it off. And then he was like, no, but seriously. And then we'd have, we'd talk for a while, and everything would be fine. And then he'd be like, but really, back to what you were saying before, how attractive on a scale of 1 to 10 am I?
Gosh,
Really?
Aaron, that sounds awful.
Yeah, that's...
If you're on a date
He just
with
wouldn't let it go.
Is he attractive?
Oh, my God.
Leave a girl alone about
It
it.
was like, it was just too much. Like, I don't want to always have to wonder, is he going to do his hair a different way? And, like, how that's going to make him ask me again and again.
Well, nobody wants to hang out with somebody who's super self-conscious like that.
Yeah.
But, Aaron, I do
Yeah.
have to ask you, and I appreciate you staying on the phone with us, okay? On a scale of 1 to 10, what do you give Eric? I have to know now.
I gave him an 8.
Okay, that's good. So you did find him attractive.
Yeah, it didn't matter, though. He was completely offended when I called him an 8.
You actually told him, hey, you're like a solid 8. Can we stop talking about it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was being generous when I called him an 8. I just wanted to move on, you know?
Oh, Aaron.
All right. I can understand how that would be unattractive.
Yeah.
Aaron? Eric is actually on the other line and heard everything that you just said.
What?
Hey.
Oh,
Say hi to Eric, Aaron.
hey.
Was it really that bad?
I'm so embarrassed. I don't even want to have this conversation with you right now.
Well, no, wait. What exactly bothered you about... I mean, because everybody likes to hear that they look good.
Are we really doing this again? I mean, we already went through this on the date. This is exactly what you were doing then, so...
But yeah, but you gave me the
I mean-
silent treatment after that date. I was just like, what's going on?
Yeah, people don't need to hear 15 times in a row and have to ask the person, do I look attractive? They like to hear
There's
it
nothing wrong
once,
with being
maybe.
reassured.
Yeah, but Eric, don't you think it's a little much to keep asking somebody, hey, am I hot, by the way? I know 10 minutes went by, but am I still hot?
It's good for your self-esteem to hear it. I know that.
Yeah, but Eric, don't you have any of your own confidence? You shouldn't put your self-esteem based on some other person's opinion.
Just because one person thinks so, you want to, okay, is that true of this? But, you know, I wanted to know what Aaron thought. You know what I mean? Like,
You kept looking at your own reflection in your iPhone
What?
You looked like you were texting, but I saw the screen. You were looking at your own reflection.
Were you checking yourself in your iPhone camera?
Okay, so I'm at fault for that too, and then and the bar has mirrors in it. I'm at fault again.
Eric, how do you not realize that this is kind of weird?
I'm just blown away at how this has gone way out of proportion. Like, I asked a couple times on a date how I looked, and now it's like spiraled into this. And then I asked you about it afterwards and tried to follow up, and I got nothing from you. So
You called me on the radio, right? You wanted to know that bad, and you're not taking it well. Maybe that's why I didn't want to tell you in the first place.
wow. I guess this just isn't going to work out. But, going back to something you said earlier, what does it mean you were being generous about giving me an 8?
Eric!
Are you serious,
Have you
Eric?
learned nothing?
No, I need to know.
No.
Oh,
What
my
is that all
God.
Are you for real, Eric? You really asking that right now?
Oh, God.
Well, she obviously meant something by it. I want to know what that means.
Jeez, Eric.
What's the real number?
I feel like Eric doesn't even need to go out on dates with other people.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
Hey, at this point, I would love to ask you guys if you'll go out on a second date.
Oh, God.
I will pay for it. Aaron, would you go out with Eric again?
What do you think?
I'm thinking yes. Am I wrong?
You're wrong.
Damn it. I thought for sure you might go out with him again. Eric, there's your answer, man. Maybe don't check your reflection in your phone and ask somebody repeatedly if you're good looking.
Get
on
some
your next date.
confidence.
Yeah, okay.
Hey, the good thing is, though, you guys still get to go to acting class together after this.
Oh, that's not going to be awkward at all.
And if anybody's curious, I give this second date like a 3.
Need LASIK? Trust the experienced team at the LASIK Center at Evergreen Eye Center. No glasses, no contacts, no limits. What will you do? LASIK at evergreen.com.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
What do you do when you have a crush on a coworker? I mean, you could set them up to get fired so they're no longer a coworker, and then it's easier to ask them out.
What? No, that's
I've tried that in the past, but that hasn't worked very well when they found out I was the reason they got fired. But Dana, who's on the phone for a second date update right now, has a crush on her coworker.
Oh, I love that.
And apparently, she actually went out on a date with him. What's up, Dana?
Hey, what's up?
Oh, that's
Not
awesome.
much.
Is it somebody that works in the same department as you?
Actually, we work in the same company, but he's on a different floor in like a totally different department. So we don't really work together, just at the same company.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Well, your email said that you found an ingenious way to get him to go out with you without really asking him out. What does that mean?
Okay, well, we had a work function, an event, and I went up to him and introduced myself, and we exchanged numbers. And I have a really big crush on him, but I really didn't know what to do, how to call him or have him ask me out. So, I don't know what to do.
Okay.
So there's this other girl at our job. She came up with this great idea that I should text him and say that a bunch of us are going out for happy hour for some food after work.
Okay, that's awesome.
But really, when he got there, it was just me. And I told him everybody had canceled.
You're like, oh man, yeah. Nobody showed up, just you and me. I guess we can just hang out here and finish this bottle of wine I just ordered for both of us, right?
Oh my God.
Something like that, yeah.
Dude, were you nervous when you were sitting there that he could find out your big ploy?
I was shaking. I was so nervous that I didn't know what else to do. So
Did he figure you out?
I don't know. I still don't know, if he thinks we were on a date or if he realizes it was a date because it was kind of an ambush date. So I don't really know, what he thinks.
How did it go? How did happy hour go with just you and him?
Well, at first it was, really awkward because I guess he expected, a bunch of people to be there from work, and it was just
Yeah,
me.
because you lied to him.
Kinda, yeah.
All right, so you got past the awkwardness at some point?
Sort of. Well, so we were just sitting there. It was really uncomfortable. So I was like, oh, let's Google, fun facts about sushi, just to break the ice or something.
Okay. So did that work?
I thought it was fun. I mean, it was did you know the green stuff that they wrap the sushi with, it's actually like seaweed, which I didn't know before.
I think that's a fact. I think that's just common knowledge.
Yeah, I think a lot of people that eat sushi know that one,
Yeah.
Oh.
But cool that you learned it with him, I guess.
And that other stuff that they use is called rice. Did you look that up too?
Yeah, I mean, I know that.
Did it get better after that? And did he loosen up?
Okay, so we sat there for a little while, and then he was like, oh, I have to go to the bathroom. So he excused himself, went to the bathroom. But then when he got out of the bathroom, he went directly, like, he left the restaurant. He just left.
Oh, did he say goodbye to you?
No, he just left. He didn't say bye or anything.
So it sounds like what was a genius plan did not turn out so well.
Okay, but I didn't tell you, like, what happened next.
Okay.
Okay. And he drove home and never talked to you again. Did that happen?
And here we are.
No, so I sat there for like 5 or 10 minutes, and I totally thought he ditched me, but then he came back in the restaurant. And, like, he said he was sorry because he had a really important phone call, so that's why he had to step outside for a few minutes.
Oh, my God. That 10 minutes sucks, though. Like, you see the guy leave, and you're like, oh, my God, I just got ditched at a restaurant.
Oh, man.
Yeah. My heart for you. Like, the ultimate low, back up to a real high.
Yeah, I was, like, almost in tears, like, sitting there. I totally thought he had ditched me, but he came back, and so then he was like, oh, well, he said he forgot his wallet at home and asked me if I could drive him home.
Oh, so you had to pay for everything, too.
Yeah, it wasn't that big a deal. It was like $30 or whatever.
Yeah, and it is your ambush date, so you should pay for it.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so I just paid for it and drove him home.
Okay.
Okay, and did you try to get into his house by being like, oh, I forgot everybody for the work happy hour is actually coming to your house, so can we go inside?
No.
What happened when you drove him home?
He just, like, got out of the car and was like, bye, and, like, went inside, and, like, that was it.
Oh, I thought he was going to use that to, like, try to get you up to his place.
Yeah.
I mean, I was hoping he'd, you know, there were sparks on his side, too, you know, but I don't know if he even realizes it was a date.
That's a good point.
Yeah, it sounds like he might not. Have you texted with him after?
No, like, I don't know what to do now, because, like, my plan, I thought it would have ended kind of differently.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like, now I don't know what to do.
And it isn't a date. Like, I mean, let's be honest. Like, you tricked him to showing up to a restaurant, and then...
Yeah, but he doesn't know that, or maybe he does, or I don't know. Like, I don't...
Okay. Well, we'll play a song, come back, call him and see if, one, he knows he was on a date, and two, if there's a reason he's not calling you back after.
Okay, because I just really want to know what's going on, if he has any interest in me.
Okay. Well, we'll play a song, come back, and find out with your second date update right after this, okay?
Thank you so much.
All right, hold on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
I'd like to start off the second part of today's second date update by giving Dana the respect that she deserves. Dana?
Hi.
You know what I wanted to say to you? Yes, you had a crush on a coworker and then lied about happy hour event to get him alone with you at a bar. And yes, you're not getting a call back, but you know what? At least you did something about it.
Well, thanks.
What do you mean?
Yeah, I think that the lies and the deceit that you told should get some credit. So congratulations, Dana, on lying and deceiving him.
Thank you, I think.
Yeah. Do you regret the big lie about, oh, it's a work happy hour, and then you, of course, didn't invite anybody else besides him?
Not really, because, like, I didn't know what else to do.
But what about just asking him out on a date?
It's, like, really hard, I think, for especially girls to ask somebody out on a date, especially, like, your coworker.
All right, well, I'm going to dial his phone number because we don't even know if he realizes that he was on a date with you.
Yeah, I don't even know if he knows that. And I just, like, really hope he likes me, honestly.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, we'll try to find out for you, Dana. Here we go, okay?
Okay.
Hello?
Hi, is this Ben?
This is? Who is this?
Ben, what's up, dude? How are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Are you serious?
I am serious.
Am I on the radio right now?
Maybe, I don't know. Is this Ben?
Hi, Ben.
Hi. Why are you guys calling me?
Good question.
Well, I'm calling you because somebody emailed us to do a second date update on you.
I don't know what a second date update is, I guess.
You don't?
No.
No, you're missing.
Okay. Well,
you're
it sounded
missing
like
the...
you listened to the show, but we do that a lot. You never heard it?
I'm a fan of like the prank phone calls. Those are hilarious.
Okay.
But I don't
Okay.
think I've heard of the date thing.
Well, the date thing is called a second date update. So you went on a date with somebody, and now you're not calling them back, basically.
Oh, yeah. I think I may have heard of this before or heard one of these.
Okay. Well, now you're the star of one, Ben.
Yay, Ben! It's your time to shine.
Oh, man. I can't believe it.
So, do you know who might want to get in touch with you?
No, I don't have any idea.
No. What about with a coworker of yours named Dana?
Oh, man.
Do you know who we're talking about?
Oh, yes, I do know. Yes, I now know what you're talking about. Okay. Yes,
Okay.
that was an interesting night.
So wait,
All
you
right.
knew that it
Did
was
you
a
know
date?
it was a date?
I thought that it was a really awkward time, to be honest with you.
What were you thinking when you got there and nobody else was showing up? It was just you and her.
Yeah, I got there and no one else was there, and she said that everybody canceled. And I could just tell the way that she said that not everybody canceled and that she had just kind of lied to get me there.
Oh, so you knew. You knew it was a setup by her.
At that moment, yeah, it was kind of obvious. Like, there was a table for two waiting for us, and just the way that
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
just the way that she said that the people canceled, I could tell that it wasn't real. Like, not everybody's going to cancel, and so it kind of was just painfully obvious that we were now sort of on like a forced date.
Yeah, but you had
so-
exchanged numbers with this girl. You said that she was nice and that maybe kind of attractive.
The thing is, if she would have just texted me and asked me out, I would have gone out. But I felt so weird that I was tricked. And then all I'm thinking about is, like, she lied to get me here. What else is she capable of? It's kind of crazy, you know? I just felt it just totally threw me off.
I mean, at one moment she said that she thought you ditched her at the restaurant because you left. Like, you got up to go to the bathroom and then you went outside.
Yeah, at one point it was really awkward, so I didn't know what to say, and I was kind of angry that I got duped. So I ate my sushi just really fast because we weren't talking, and she still had a whole plate of it. So I said, hold on, I'm just going to go to the bathroom, and just excused myself, and then went in the bathroom and, like, put cold water on my face and thought about, like, what is going on? And then I kind of walked out of the restaurant, and I didn't even say goodbye to her. I just was, like I said, I was a little mad. And I got outside. I was going to take a cab home, and I realized I forgot my wallet. And I was like, oh, my gosh. And I didn't know what else to do. I didn't want to walk home, so I just walked back into the restaurant, and I told her that I had an emergency, and I had to take a call, and it was fine. But now I'm back, but I forgot my wallet. I don't know. It was just, I was trying to put the whole thing out of its misery. It just felt so awkward, and I thought that she would want that too, but...
So you came back to the restaurant just because you needed a ride home. You didn't have a change of heart, really.
Kind of embarrassingly, yes. That's the only
Oh, my
reason.
God. So the emergency phone call and all of that was a lie. You just couldn't escape like you wanted to. Your escape route was ruined.
It was excruciating. I had to escape, but right. And then I failed at escaping and had to crawl back pathetically.
Man, there's a lot of lies built into this one outing for you two.
Since we're getting all of our lies out in the open, I have to let you know that I lied, and she's actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
Are you serious?
Yes, I am.
Hi, Ben.
Oh, my gosh. Hello, Dana.
Hi.
So you heard what I had to say about the night?
Yeah, I did.
I mean, I didn't really appreciate you lying to me. That was a very weird situation to put me in.
Yeah, but now I just found out you lied to me.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, but I only lied to you because you lied to me first, and I was trying to fix it.
Yeah, but I only lied to you because I didn't know what else to do, and it's, like, really hard to, like, ask somebody on a date. And so I had good intentions, but it sounds like when you lied, you did not have good intentions, and you were just trying to leave.
I mean, I was trying to get home, felt really awkward, and if that makes me a bad person, I mean, you told me there was a work function, and then there was no one there.
Well, I'm from work.
That's true. She didn't lie about that.
Yeah, but Dana, are you like saying that you're mad at him for lying about trying to leave?
Oh, yeah, I am a little bothered that he lied, but it doesn't change the fact that, like, I actually had, like, a nice time, even though it was a little awkward. And I don't know, like, the fun facts about sushi I thought was, like, cool. And
The fun facts were not cool. It was forced and weird. Anyone that eats sushi would know those already.
Okay, but you guys, to Dana's defense, now I think that the lying is awful and I don't think anybody should ever do it. But she obviously really liked you. She was super nervous on how to ask you out. She didn't do it the right way. In retrospect, can't you give her like a little bit of slack on this one?
Yeah, I guess I could.
See?
Good. Dana, I think you're really nice, and I really appreciated the ride home, and I actually thought the ride home was pretty fun.
Well, there you go.
you did?
Yeah, and your car was really clean, which I thought was great.
Awesome.
Okay, I think that's
Well, see, you do like something about her, Ben. She's got a clean car.
Wow, what a compliment. Something that we're all searching for in life.
There you go.
And it actually smelled really good, too.
Oh, thanks. I got this new air freshener, and I do try and keep my car, like, really clean, so thank you.
Yeah, it was nice.
Now we're
Yeah,
clicking.
nice. All right, well, how about this then? Would you guys like to go out on a second date? Because it sounds like things are really clicking now. Ben, would you like to go out with Dana one more time? We'll pay for it.
You know, I think that I would be down to go one more time.
Aw,
On like a date.
that is really kind of you to give her a second chance.
Yeah, but I think it's only fair if she asks me out for real, with no strings attached, no lies, just straight up ask me out.
Oh.
Dana, do you want to ask Ben out, like on an official date right now?
Yeah, I guess I can do that. Ben, would you like to go out on a date with me that maybe could end in a kiss?
Whoa,
Whoa,
very forward,
All right.
Dana. You're planning ahead, girl.
You firecracker.
I would like that, Dana.
Yeah.
Wow. Yay.
Oh my God. I did not think that this is going to be so cute. That was actually really cute, Dana. You should have done that in the very beginning.
I don't know what to say. I'm feeling a little nervous again, sorry.
Yeah.
We can tell.
Thank you so much, Ben, for giving me another chance.
Aw.
No problem. I'm actually excited about it now that it's done.
Okay. Well, congratulations, you two, on the date and for being the most awkward second date update we've ever had.
Good point.
Thanks a lot,
Thank you
guys.
guys so much. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Text in at 78592. It says it's going to be even more awkward at their office when they break up. It's Brooke and Jubal in the morning talking about today's second date update. If you missed it, Dana wanted to call Ben. Dana lied to Ben to get a date with him. She said that there was a work happy hour because they worked together and a bunch of people were going to show up. So she invited him. He was like, yeah, I'm down. I want to hang out with more people from work. And he showed up and it was just the two of them. And he knew that she was lying right away because there was only a table for two. And it was very obvious that she had tricked him to be on a date. So he actually tried to get out of there, but he had to come back because he didn't have money to leave. So she gave him a ride home. Anyway, they talked about it. He was upset, saying that you lied to me. What else are you capable of lying about? But in the end, after a very awkward exchange between them, he decided to give her one more chance, and they're going out again.
I thought that was really kind. I mean, there could be really something there if he was willing to be that open about it.
Yeah, I mean, she did lie, but her intentions were good. I mean, she liked him so much, she was trying to find a way.
She was
to get him out
she just
without-
sounds awkward. They both sound awkward. So maybe they've found the one for each of them. And they bonded over the fact that her car was really clean. That's what he liked. He's like, well, your car was super clean when you gave me a ride home, so I guess I'll go out with you again.
You know what? They both sound like the person at work that you try to avoid in the break room.
Yeah.
Because you're going to get into a really long, weird, boring conversation.
They both did, and we listened to them do that for about 3 or 4 minutes before they agreed to go out again. So good luck to them. Remember,
Hopefully it's a car wash date.
if you want to do a second date update, all you have to do is email the show, and we will call the person who didn't call you back.
Move at 92.5.
Brooke and Jubal's direct deposit.
Amy, are you a know-it-all?
No, why?
Okay, because I think that might be your problem. If you're just tuning in for the second date, Amy met this guy named Bryce. They were getting their oil changed. And she pointed out when we were talking to her about that she normally likes to change her own oil.
Mm-hmm.
And then the two of them went out to like a painting thing that they were doing at a bar. And then she talked about his art and said, he actually did a really good job. Are you a one-upper, Amy?
I don't think so.
Okay, all right. You sound a little bit like a one-upper to me. Like we're going to get him on the phone for the second date, and he's going to answer, and you're just going to come on and be like, my cell phone reception is better than yours.
No.
You're not going to do that, are you?
No, I promise I won't do that.
Okay.
You're kind of self-conscious, though, thinking about how your date went now, aren't you?
Right?
Yeah, you guys, I'm freaking out.
Again, Amy went out with this dude. He hasn't called her in a couple weeks. She's tried reaching out to him, and he hasn't responded at all. So we're about to get him on the phone and find out why. Is there anything else going through your mind that could be a possible reason why he's not calling you back?
No, I'm really nervous now, though.
Yeah, well,
I'm more nervous than you are.
Oh, you're one-upping her. I see what you're doing.
All right, I'm going to
That
dial
was a one-upper.
I'm going to dial this phone number right now, okay?
Okay.
Here we go.
Hello?
Hi, is this Bryce?
It is. Who is this?
Hey, Bryce, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. It's a radio show.
I don't get calls from radio shows very often.
Yeah, I know it could be kind of weird. Listen, I'm calling you because one of our listeners actually sent us an email about you and asked if we could track you down. You have any idea who I could be talking about?
No.
Do you remember going on a date with a girl named Amy?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Well, Amy emailed us and said that she had a really good time on your date, but it's been about 2 weeks now and you're not calling her back. So she asked if we could get you on the phone and find out if something went wrong.
I really don't want to talk about it.
You don't want to talk about it at all?
No, I'm good.
Just like 2 minutes.
I don't know about that.
She described the date to us, and it sounded like everything went fabulously.
Yep.
So why wouldn't you call her back?
This is so uncomfortable. This is really awkward.
She described the date to us, and there wasn't an awkward moment that she could think of from your date. And she said that at the end of it, you kind of...
not.
Say that one more time?
I imagine not.
Okay, so was there an awkward moment or wasn't there an awkward moment?
I wouldn't call it exactly awkward, but there definitely was a moment that I just did not like.
Whoa.
What happened?
Okay, I'll tell you. We went to this drawing thing. We drew pictures and made like a flip book.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she told us about that. She actually said that you did a really good job.
Yeah.
Yeah, she told me that. She, came up to me after and said, "Wow, good job." And she went in for a high five.
Mm-hmm.
And I wasn't expecting that level of force.
Okay.
So she high-fived you really hard?
Bottom line, my arm is in quite a bit of pain still.
From a high five?
Yeah. I haven't really been to see a doctor yet, but I'm starting to get worried. My arm's in a sling right now. It really hurts still.
Oh my God.
Are you saying that she injured you with a high five?
Well, it may sound funny to you, but I had shooting pain up and down my arm for the rest of the time we were in there, and she wanted to go out and get drinks after, and I told her I had work the next morning, so I left and went straight to the pharmacy and got a sling for my arm.
Really? Your arm is in a sling because she high-fived you so hard.
Yeah, and it still hurts. I don't know if there's nerve damage or what. But she's a nice person, but she's super aggressive, and that was a little too much for me.
Wait, so
high-five the
you're
Incredible Hulk or something?
you're intimidated by her because of her high-fiving injuring your arm?
I'm not intimidated by her. She injured me. My arm hurt.
I'm just imagining her like pulling her arm back and hitting you so hard on your head. Like I
Yeah,
can't.
exactly. It takes a lot to hurt someone with a high five, and she did it.
All right, so you don't want to go out with her again because you don't want to risk any more bodily harm. Is that what I'm getting?
I'm pretty much leaning towards a no.
Okay. Well, you know what, Bryce? Maybe she can change your mind because she's actually on the other line listening to this and wants to talk to you.
No, she's not.
Yes, she is. Amy, Bruiser, you there?
Bruiser. Hi.
You big meathead?
No
you
kidding.
hurt Bryce.
I can't believe this. So you're not calling me back because I high-fived you too hard?
It hurt.
Oh.
It was so aggressive. I'm not into that.
Amy, can I ask, do you try to come off as maybe a little bit harder than you are? Or tougher?
Maybe because I'm so little. I'm 5'3" and 115 pounds. Like, what do you have, like bird bones?
Where does that even come from? You were joking like this on the date the whole time, too. And that kind of bothered me, too. You hurt my arm.
I barely high-fived you. That wasn't even, like, my most emphatic high five.
Are you threatening him now, Amy?
No.
Do you feel bad?
I mean, I do feel bad, but I just can't believe this situation. Like, I would have never, in my wildest dreams, have thought that this is why you weren't calling me back.
You're super aggressive, and you got to warn someone when you're going to go in for a high five like that. Some kind of heads up.
What else did I warn them about? Like, if you need a warning for a high five, like, how are you going to get through your day, man?
I don't really know what else to say here. You hurt me, and you're not even apologizing for it.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, you little baby. I'm sorry I hurt you.
That's helping. That's helping a lot.
Oh, you little baby. Do you want an apology? I'm sorry.
Stop bullying me. My arm hurts right now. What do you expect?
If your arm hurts so much, why haven't you gone to the doctor in 2 weeks?
I really wanted to believe that it wasn't that big of a deal, but it still hurt.
You did some serious damage.
Hey, Bryce, would you like to go out with Amy again on a second date? We'll pay for it.
No. I don't forget it.
You don't want to go out with him now?
No.
You're being kind of a jerk.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. If I went on one date with a guy and my high five was too strong for him, do you think that I want to go out with him again? Like, do you really think I could go out with him again? I don't think so.
Well, it's just like the mocking. It seems like a little bit.
Oh my God, get over it. You guys are being such wusses.
I'm with you, Amy. I'm fine. If you go out on a date and they can't handle a little good-spirited bullying, I wouldn't want to go out with them either. So, Bryce, I'm assuming you're not into going out with Amy one more time?
Definitely not. No,
Okay.
I'm really okay.
All right.
Go get my arm checked out
I'm
now.
okay
Thanks.
too, Bryce.
Bryce, thank you for your time. I appreciate it. You go put some ice on that arm, okay?
Will do.
Amy, thank you for your email. I'm sorry you didn't get a second date.
Oh, I'm not. I'm just looking for a real man. So if one wanders into the radio station, call me.
All right. Well, Amy, I will find you a guy who loves a little physical abuse. All right? There are some out there for sure.
Gosh, that's messed up.
The best way to break the ice with somebody is to get lubed up together.
Whoa. Okay,
Isn't that-
this is already.
Isn't that right, Amy?
It is. It is indeed.
It is. Yeah. Amy got lubed up with the guy that she went out on the date with. His name is Bryce, and I guess they met while they were getting their oil change for their car.
Oh, thank God.
So did you guys meet like in the waiting room while you're getting your oil changed? Is that what happened?
Yeah, it was like a movie, like a really low budget movie about two people getting their oil changed.
You're really lucky. I'm always like stuck in there with some old dude that loves the popcorn too much.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Well, I actually usually change my own oil, but I had a really busy week that week, and so I was like, all right, like lap of luxury, I'll go have someone do it for me.
All right. How'd you guys strike up a conversation?
Oh, I kind of like noticed him looking at me, and when you're the only two people in a waiting room, it was like first thing in the morning, so there weren't like a ton of people, and I don't know, it's just like a friendly vibe. So we started talking, and I thought he was really cute and like easygoing, and like the guy who like didn't know a lot about cars, but was like he was kind of trying. Like I like cars, my dad taught me about them, and I was kind of like giving him a hard time.
So you're basically just emasculating him, being like, you don't know what you're saying. I changed my own oil. I'm only here because I didn't have time today. What about you, chump?
No, I was really nice about it.
I would think that would be really attractive to a male, like a girl who is really hands-on and mechanical.
Yeah. I mean, it seemed like he was into it because we actually went on a date from there.
Like straight from the oil change place?
Well, no, but like we gave each other phone numbers and went out like 2 days later.
Okay, I thought you just left straight from there. Went to like a Denny's or something. Hey, after getting the oil change, I like to wash it down with some sausage from Denny's. All right, so what'd you guys do on your date?
So I have a couple different hobbies, and we were talking on the phone. We weren't sure what to do, so I take this painting class on Thursday nights, and it's really cool. It's like a painting, but also like that night was like stop motion night. I don't know. It's great. So you like do all these drawings where they move incrementally. So at the end you get like a flip book. It's cool. It's cool. I know I sound like a dork, but it's cool.
And so, I mean, he knew that that's what he was going to. He was excited about going to this class with you?
Yeah, I was like, I know this is super nerdy, but it's actually really fun.
I would have just gone off board and made like a pervy flip book for you to look at.
Yeah, actually, this was pretty good.
Really?
Okay.
All right. So he impressed you with his artistic skills?
He did indeed. His sensitivity and his artistic skills. He showed me what he's working on at the end of class, and it was really good for a first-timer. And I thought we were having a fun time. So after the class, I was like, do you want to go get a drink? Something really low-key. And he said he had to get up early. And I think I, like, ribbed him a little bit about that. I, like, called him a party pooper or something.
How early in the evening was this?
It was like 9 p.m. It was like borderline. So
That's pretty late for a weeknight, I feel like.
I don't think so. I think 9 p.m. is early for a weeknight.
Yeah, because you sleep 2 hours a night. You are not one that gets to judge how much sleep people actually need.
But we get up to do a morning show. Like if you're getting up at 8, 9 in the morning to go to work, 9 o'clock is not necessary. That's kind of turning in early, I would think. Maybe not.
No judgment, first date. It's okay.
Yeah.
Like I'm, boundaries. I'm a modern girl.
So how did you guys end things? Did he make any plans with you to see you in the future?
We talked about it. He walked me in my car and we had a quick kiss, and he said he would call me, and he hasn't. And it's been a couple weeks, and I reached out to him once, and then I just left it alone because I didn't want to overdo it.
Why do you think he's not calling you back?
I wondered if either maybe I ribbed him too much, or I don't know. Some guys, they don't like women who are on top of their game. I have hobbies, I have a life, I changed my own oil.
Yeah. I've always been unattracted to girls with hobbies and lives because they want you to be involved in their stuff, and then it's like, oh, God, I only want to worry about myself, So I can understand that.
No, come on. I mean, if that was the case, you wouldn't want to go out with him again.
No, and I don't think that's the case. And I just really liked him, and I thought maybe it's a little weird to have a radio station call somebody, but you guys are so cool, and I listen all the time, and I just thought, hey, it's worth it. If it doesn't work out, that's okay. But I am curious.
Well, we'll play a song, come back, call him, and find out if you got a second date or if you got ditched.
All right, cool. Thanks, guys.
You're welcome. Hang on.